Okay guys, I got a 95 Dodge here. I wanted to show you how to pull this windshield out. It's got several cracks in it, which I'm sure that you can see them there. Cracks all the way across it. I think you can see them. Right there, over there. So let's get started and I'll show you how we pull this. There's a small Torx bit on these plastic rings here that are across here, so I'll pop the hood and we'll pull this plastic piece off first. It's just a little cover, but the window does go under it. So let me grab that Torx bit. So here they are right here, and they just screwed right out, and they're not tight. I could just turn it with my fingers. I just use this little Torx here. So let me pull the other ones out. Okay, so we got those off. Now I'm just going to grab this trim right here. It just snaps in and it comes off. So we'll pull that off. You see on the windshield wiper here, this little clip just pulls out. After you pull that out, wiggle it back and forth just a little bit, and the wiper will come right straight up just like that. So we'll set that aside. Let's go pull the other one off. Now, when you lift up on this little clip right here, when you pull this clip out right here, this little bracket here expands out, and that's what holds the wiper. So if you just lift up on the wiper a little bit, that will hold that in place. So this will actually be away from the windshield about a ½ inch, and that makes it easier just to pull it right off. So now we can get that little plastic off right there. That should just lift right over top those. So we're just gonna lift it right up. You don't even have to take it all the way out. You can just set it aside just like that. Now's a good time to clean that too, by the way. So if you bought the windshield, they probably told you had to buy this, and it's a good idea if you do. It's only about $14. And now you're just gonna pull that up as hard as you can and just pull that all out right there around. You could go on the inside right now and start cutting and get the rubber out of there, and it would make this easier, but this one's in such bad shape it's probably going to pull right off. So let's get that off. Okay, so I got the trim off just on this one side. It was actually stuck into the glue up here and over there. So now at this point I can get onto the rubber a little bit right in here. I'm going to use this little hook knife and just get in there and clean as much as I can on this side and the other side. But as I cut, I should be able to get most of it from this side. So let's start cleaning it up and get this old windshield out of here. Keep in mind, at this point when I was younger doing these 5-10 years ago, I had fun and used to just break them and just tear them up, rocks and hammers, and it was just a blast. But then I learned that's a lot of cleanup across that dash if you do it that way. So the bigger chunks, the better. So it's up to you. Now's the time if you want to do a little destruction, and if you don't want to do the cleanup, then be a little more patient. So all right, let's get this window off here. Okay, so now the windshield's out of here. We've already threw that away, and I went ahead and used this scraper and got as close as I can at this point, and this is very sharp. It worked really well. And just scrape around and get it as flat as you can here. And then of course I used the shop vac and sucked up all the little chards and stuff that was there. So now let's get ready to install the new one. Okay, so now we just threw the glue on there about the thickness of your finger. We're going to do that all the way around. Okay, so now we just set it on top of there. Just line it up real good. Just give it a little push. Seat it down really good. And as long as you feel like everything's flat and firm, then we'll throw a couple pieces of tape across the top. Okay, now you're just going to throw a couple pieces of tape just like that. And that should keep it kind of solid and straight, just so it doesn't vibrate down. And let this sit now for a couple hours. And then you can go ahead and drive it. Just don't get this area wet for at least 24 to 48 hours. And that's it. I hope this video helped you out. Click on my name underneath the video for any other how-to videos and enjoy.